Hello. So for my video response outline today, I'm doing it on the summary of three key concepts. So the three key concepts that I gathered were intersectionality, microaggressions, and application to real life. So starting with the first one of the main ideas in this reading was intersectionality and how race and gender overlap to shape people's experiences. Senyong, I don't know how to say it, but she explains that, or it basically explains how being black and a woman, and that isn't just three separate identities, but a single layered experience that affects how others treat you in schools, work, and society. Which leads to the second concept, which was microaggressions. Um, These are like small everyday comments or actions that might seem harmless but actually reinforce stereotypes or exclusion. For example, assuming a fat black woman is unhealthy or treating her as less professional. Over time, these moments add up and create psychological and emotional stress. And then another concept that I gathered was empowerment through community. Um, I think this third concept is more of like, well, empowerment and also resistance. Um, Sun Young highlights how women find strength by building community with others who share similar experiences, whether it's through things like activism, spirituality, or positive moments, movements. It shows how storytelling and solidarity can turn their like pain into something more, essentially into power. And these three concepts matter in global communication because they remind us that representation and media messages include multiple perspectives, not just those at center of power. So understanding intersectionality helps communicators avoid reinforcing bias and to instead promote equity. When it comes to application in real life, we see that these ideas are reflected in media and culture. Um, and, I listed like three examples. So it was the advertising, education, and social media. When it comes to advertising, many global beauty campaigns still exclude plus size women or only include light skinned models when trying to represent diversity. Brands like Savage X Fenty and Dove Real Beauty are beginning to challenge that by showing body diversity. And then in education, many schools worldwide have uniform policies or fitness tests that often shame students with larger bodies, especially girls of color. So reflecting these microaggressions, these are like examples in where it shows and what Sun Young describes. When it comes to social media, the body positivity, and then also the Black Girl Magic movements demonstrate empowerment through storytelling and visibility, which is a similar community strategy that Sun Young discusses in the reading. And yeah, I think these three examples show how communication, campaigns, and online spaces can either reinforce exclusion or challenge it. As for my final reflection, the reading connects to our classes like larger themes about representation, identity, and power in communication because it pushes us to think critically about who gets seen, who gets heard, and how these messages shape belonging. For me, it's a reminder that global communication isn't just about spreading messages, but it's about doing so responsibly, with empathy and inclusion in mind.